A journalist, Gabriele Nunziati, this week has been fired for asking a question here in the midday last 13th of October. So basically he asked whether the Commission considers that Israel has to pay for Gaza reconstruction as Russia should do for Ukraine's reconstruction.
The European Commission attaches the utmost importance to freedom of the press. We demonstrate that commitment on a daily basis here in this press room, here at our midday press briefing. In relation to the case in question, the Commission has not been in contact with the media concerned. Questions on this specific decision should be addressed to that media. Follow-up.
Journalist, Gabriele Nunziati, this week has been fired for asking a question here in the midday last 13th of October. So basically he asked whether the Commission considers that Israel has to pay for Gaza reconstruction as Russia should do for Ukraine's reconstruction. His press agency, Agenzia Nova and Italian One, claimed that this question was completely out of place and erroneous question and fired the journalist. So do you have any comment on this matter, which seems to me really related to the press freedom in Europe? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. On behalf of Paola, as Chief Spokesperson of the European Commission, this is what we can say. The European Commission attaches the utmost importance to freedom of the press. We demonstrate that commitment on a daily basis here in this press room, here at our midday press briefing. In relation to the case in question, the Commission has not been in contact with the media concerned. Questions on this specific decision should be addressed to that media. Follow-up.
Thank you. At that time, Paola also said she had no comment to this question, so maybe after 1 month you have one. Does the Commission consider that Israel should pay for Gaza's reconstruction? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I call on Anwar to answer this, but before Anwar answers this, I want to know if there are any other questions on this case in Italy that you would like us to answer. Please.
Yes, Lorne Cook, Associated Press. Can you categorically rule out that someone from the Commission made a call to the media concerned to complain? And would you find that kind of behaviour reprehensible on the part of anyone within this building to make that kind of call?
Let me be very clear. I can categorically confirm that no contact has taken place between anyone at the European Commission and the media in question. And I want to repeat that in this press room we answer any and all questions we receive. That has always been the case. That will always be the case. Any other questions on this topic? David.
Thank you, Olof. David Carretta, Radio Radicale. Do you think that a journalist should be fired or his contract stopped just because he has asked a question in this press room?
Grazie, David. We can't comment on a specific case. All I can do is reiterate our commitment as the European Commission to press freedom, our commitment as the spokesperson service to you, the journalists, to answer any and all questions you may ask and to answer them faithfully and on time. That's all we can say on this topic for now. Nuruddin.
Olof, do you find the question of our Italian colleague consistent with international law? Because what he asked is about the double standards between what's happening between Russia and Ukraine and what's happening between Israel and Gaza. And it is consistent with international law. The advisory opinion of the International Court of Justice said very eloquently that Israel has the obligation not only to protect the civilian population, their properties, but to pay also the compensation for because of the occupation policies. My question is, do you find on the substance that his question is consistent, let's say, with the international law, which is one of the basic values and foundation of the European Union?
Nuruddin, I'm not an international lawyer, so I'm not qualified to answer the question, but I've just said that in this press room you can answer, or you can ask any question. Any journalist can ask, any accredited journalist can ask any question, and we will endeavour to do our best to answer it. That is our core commitment and value as one of the most transparent public institutions in the world. That will continue to be the case. We will always endeavour to answer any question that we receive from accredited journalists in this press room, online, in press conferences, via email and so on. That is our commitment to you. That will always be the case.